Today's the Queen's birthday. She's 53. Hope you all are well. Amen. Just decided to get on for just a little bit. Kind of tired today, so I'm unscripted during this live stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the information. Hello, Pinto. How are you, honey? Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. I don't have anything much to talk about today. Just want to say hello to everybody and know that I'm alive and well. And today the Queen turned 53 years of age. So I'm very glad to be here. So that's that. Nothing special going on. Oh my God, what is that noise? Dear Lord. Something was outside. I'm like, what is that noise? A lot going on right now. I saw on a YouTube queue just a few little things going on, but I'm not here to focus on anything directly. I'm just here to say hello to everybody. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, hippie. Hold on a second, because I'm about to get ignorant. As soon as I go live, here comes some noise and stuff. Hold on a minute, you guys. Trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, I'm back. Just trying to figure out something's tumbling over outside. I'm like, what is the problem? Ooh, Lord, bless me. Wait to get somewhere else. Hello, Pinto, Rakes, Cold-Hearted Hippie. Joy, hello, everybody. Miss Parker. Say what, honey? For a party. Shouldn't a party here, honey. I barely keep my eyes open. I don't know what's going on with me. Guess I didn't get enough sleep. Woke up kind of sleepy. And I had something I had to take care of in the morning, so it was like, threw me off. I'm always on the phone doing stuff. It's like, it's never ending. with the Queen, it's always something with the phone. That's just me. Hope you all are well out there. Welcome to the Vault Excel. Thank you for joining me. This is an unscripted live. Just me jumping on to say hello and thank you for your support and thank you for supporting the network. Thank you for listening to the videos and all the happy birthdays. Thank you so much. I'm trying to figure out what in God's name is this noise outside? Like, what is it? Like, dang. I don't know if it's the cats up on the balcony or what in God's name are they doing? No, I'm not doing anything today, honey. I went out the weekend. Friday night was my night that I went out. I'm not going anywhere today. You know, now if somebody want to treat the Queen somewhere, then that would be wonderful. But so far, nobody's calling to say, hey, you want to go out to eat? You want to go out for a drink or something? So guess what? I got everything I need right here in this little box I'm in. Amen. That noise is getting up. Why, Dick Dollar, have you heard noise before in the background? I mean, it just sounds like something shuffling on the balcony above me. I didn't know if something had fell or that's why I went outside just now to see something. I don't know what it is. It might be the cats because, you know, there are a lot of cats around here, stray cats, and maybe they've jumped up there on the upstairs balcony. Maybe they're into something. I don't know. Be careful. I'm going to be careful. I'm here, honey. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. Hello, Joelle. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, Dick Dollar. Dick Dollar had to come in here being messy, Lord Jesus. Everything's getting old. How about that? Everything is getting old. Ain't nothing that's right. I mean, nothing. It's always some foolishness. Yes, just another day in the urban jungle. That's Queen, honey. She's here. Oh, I would have shown myself, uh, but I'm just not feeling it today. It's my birthday, and I'm not feeling just the best today because I'm kind of sluggish for some reason. Very strange, but I am. So I've been watching Roku, the Roku channel, the Real Housewives, the Vault, their Vault on Bravo. That's what I've been watching today. Older episodes of the Real Housewives. A bunch of nonsense. A bunch of nonsense. What you all got going on down there? Tell me something good. Tell me something good. Lord have mercy, tell me something good. Go watch Cat Williams. He's exposing the comedy business. Okay. Where do I find it, Dick Dollar? Ooh, sorry. Gosh, everything's just moving. What is... I need to go back to bed and start over. This is a slow motion birthday today. Hello, dear. PJ Swish. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. Thank you. He was denied. Yeah, I just went in the queue and saw something about, I saw the clerk, she was testifying, and the commentary was also about one of the jurors feels as if she coerced her verdict to convict him. So not good, but no new trial. Okay. I think the suitcase trial is supposed to start today too. Because I remember posting that 2 weeks ago to my community page. So I'll get to all of that maybe tomorrow. Right now, I'm not trying to focus on anything true crime. I've had just about enough. Oh my goodness, it's like every day is something. Never take a day off. No new trial for Allen. What do you mean? They had a court hearing already? Well, I don't understand. It's not a new trial, so the state went before the judge today? Club Shay Shay. Dick Dollar, what are you talking about? Okay, I'm confused with what you're talking about. Thank you, Relax. Everything's okay. That's a cute little name. What is Club Shay Shay, honey? Oh, God, I probably shouldn't ask. Probably shouldn't ask. Ooh, Lord. I stayed up. That's the YouTube channel. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go over there and check it out. I stayed up late. I was on the phone with one of the chat members for 4 hours this morning. Oh, my goodness. We sat on that phone and we talked and talked. Queen vented. Queen vented. Yes, she did. And one of the chat members listened to the Queen. We were on that phone for 4 hours. When I got off that phone, I was like, oh my gosh, we better hurry. I called her at 10 something? Oh my goodness. We talked. It was probably after 4:30 we got off the phone. 4:30 or 10:30, let's see. 2:30, excuse me, not 4:30, but 2 something, I think. It was 2 or something in the morning. Why am I sluggish? Yeah. I think I was tossing and turning this morning. Maybe I didn't get enough sleep because I had to get up and do some things on the phone. And you know how you keep ringing, and the line just kept ringing. And I was like, look, I'm about to fall asleep. Please answer this phone so I can take care of my business. That just threw my whole equilibrium off. I hate calling people about stuff, asking questions. And, I always like to be safe, when you're trying to take care of business. And it's like, oh, Lord, all these people need jobs. You don't have anybody to answer the damn phone? America. So how do y'all feel about this migrant situation? Because I've yet to bring you a live stream pertaining to the migrant situation, the wall. So we could chop that up for just a brief second. Because like I said, I don't want to stay on here too long. Because I want to lie back down. I'm feeling I don't know. I can't get it together. Pinto was saying that's why you're sluggish, shut eye. Yeah, that's what it is. You're right. Not enough sleep. Well, how do you feel about this migrant situation? I mean, just busing people around the United States and closing the schools in New York a few weeks ago, and the children couldn't go to school, so the migrants would have somewhere to sleep. That didn't make any sense because it's like, who's going to house somebody for a couple of days and then say, oh, you got to go. Then they resume classes. How's that going to work? This is out of control, this migrant situation. I'm all for people having a better life, getting a better life, but you have to do it the right way because everybody is not afforded that opportunity to go to the United States or any other country and just go move into the country and then try to work. You need legal IDs, all that type of stuff, Social Security cards. I mean, I don't know how it works in other countries, but I mean, it's out of control. It's just out of control. America's got to get it together, but it's just too much going on. And all this busting these people around, it's unheard of. You got all these people here homeless in America. All these people needing a place to live. Don't make enough money to find a decent place to live. And you sitting here busting migrants around from city to city and just dropping them off and expecting the city to just take them in and house them and feed them. That's crazy. Yeah, Texas is tired. That's why Texas is busting them out of Texas. Since that's where the border lies, Texas, Arizona, they're like, fuck this. We're going to ship them over here. Chicago mayor, he was suing the bus companies for bringing the migrants to Chicago. Then there's some people felt like he, was hypocritical because he was wanting to put them in tents as cold as it is up there in the city. So it's like, why would you want to house people outside in tents knowing how, cold the temperatures get in Chicago to get below freezing, which is true. That's a stupid idea. You don't house people in tents unless they live in warm climates like Florida, California, Arizona, parts of Texas, bottom states that's coastal like Alabama, Mississippi, but places that get really, really cold, you can't sleep outside. That's not going to work. Yeah, well, yeah, I feel sorry for the children too. But we have people here homeless. So there are children here homeless, there are grown-ups homeless, veterans homeless, mentally ill people homeless right here in America. And if you can't take care of your own, it doesn't look right you taking care of other people. I mean, it's just the way it is. All this meddling, even going overseas, every time somebody has a problem, the U.S., call the U.S. Why can't you call your neighbor? Think about it. We are not near any country except for Canada. So it makes no sense to be going to all these countries. Every time something jumps off, we go run and we have all these problems here, such as violence, high recidivism. You really don't have nothing you can do about that because you can't, tell a person, hey, don't commit a crime. But we have homelessness here. We don't have enough housing here in America. So it doesn't make any sense to be busing other people around. I'm sorry. The wall should have been up a long time ago. This isn't a new problem. I don't like getting political, but every president that's been in office could have put up the wall. That's how I feel. So one can't blame this president or that president. These people been coming in the country. They ain't just slid in here yesterday. You have people who've been in this country for years, still don't speak English, still don't have legal IDs, but yet they're making it, working, got houses, cars. So put it on paper. This country is supposed to be so progressive, but it's a backwards country. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Lo. You say, how's New York to move in? SWH, what do you mean? Thank you, D-Love. Bit sad like my caddy waiting for first meal in the morning. Your caddy? What do you mean, a cat? Ooh, I ain't trying to get no cats on it. I ain't trying to get no cats or no dogs. I say this weekend, Lord have mercy. Mm-mm. Queen don't do pets, baby. Nothing personal, but I don't do pets. I can't deal with the two-legged creatures. So I can't do nothing with four legs. If I can't read your mind and you can't speak back to the queen, we gonna have a problem. Homeless situation stuff you talking about. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's bad. And I don't think anybody wants to sleep outside. Who wants to sleep outside? Especially in these temperatures here. When it got cold a week or two ago, oh my goodness. When you got a high for the one is 1 degree at night. Where are you getting ready to sleep outside? Nowhere. You're going to be found dead. When I last checked, we had about 38 deaths as of a couple of days ago here in the state of Tennessee. All 38 deaths were related to the weather that we had, the bad weather. I told you all about that Knoxville lady that was that died. I didn't know at the time when I went live and gave you the information that it was cold related, but they said she died from the elements. Sad. Just imagine they said she died outside of an apartment complex. So imagine being homeless and being found dead outside of an apartment complex that you don't even live in. That's deep. Thank you, Fancy. Oh, for boarding, yeah. Yeah, that's the old saying, got to pay to play. You can't do anything now without having to pay a fee for something. Doesn't matter what it is. Grocery store high. Woo, Lord have mercy. I just can't believe how high the food is. Turkey meat high. When you start having to pay $5 for turkey meat, lunch meat, and you're not getting but 16 ounces or less, 9 ounces, it's a lot of money. It's checked up. There are facilities for pets. It seems people move homeless in wild and African jungles. Say what now? There are facilities for pets. It seems people are more homeless than wild and African jungles. Well, that's the difference between being in the wild. That's where animals supposed to be. That's where they belong. That's their habitat. And man needs to understand that. Man and woman. We don't belong in the urban jungle, out in the jungle, the forest. Let the animals have that. Thank you, Sundown. Thank you. Thank you, Siani. Thank you, honey. I ain't heard from you in a little while. Siani, where you been? Where you been hiding? You just went incognito. Hello, Angela. Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, the queen is 53. Golly, I just look back on my life and tell myself, whoo, queen, you'd have been through it all. Oh, my goodness. What a journey. What a journey. God is good, though. He has shown up favor me in the worst of circumstances. Oh, I grew up in Chicago. I'm here in East Tennessee. I've been in East Tennessee for a long time, since I was a kid. Came down here when I was 11. Then I go back and forth then. Been here permanent since 97. But Tennessee is my home. for now. But Chicago will always be home because that's just where I got my my upbringing, my roots. Chicago will always be home. Whether I ever live there or ever go back to visit, it's a hard city. You have to have a certain type of mindset to live in Chicago, but it's a great city. I recommend you take the tours. There are a few people in the YouTube queue that's got some great walking tours of Chicago, sightseeing tours, people who've never been to Chicago. It's a great city. It's got great architecture. It's not like New York. New York's all jumbled up, buildings for buildings for buildings. Chicago's not made like that. We've got breaks in between, the cityscapes. New York is just, it's overflowed with buildings. That place it's too congested. I couldn't live nowhere like that. I don't want to live on top of a bunch of damn people. Nowhere to park your car. Nah, no thank you. I'm spoiled down here. Nothing like being able to pull up to a business and park your car. When you're up north, east, you just parking at the curb. You're not supposed to do that. Somebody's got to wait for you. You got to run in. Then they probably got to move the car if one of those little parking agents come by so they'll give you a ticket. Who wants to live like that? Getting parking tickets all the time or getting a boot put on your car. Parking wars. Most definitely. Hello, Nada. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, big sports clubs. Okay. You from where? Sri Lanka. Wow. Okay. Welcome. Welcome to the Vault XL. We welcome all here, honey. Everywhere, everywhere. Oh my gosh. Oh man. So what's new, everybody? Murdaugh trial. You said he's not getting a new trial. Suitcase murder, that should be on the docket today. Oh, should have been on the docket today. That crazy ass lady. Ooh, Lord have mercy. When you think of the things that you could go to prison for, I don't think that would be one of the things I would go to prison for. Just personally, I don't think. I would be playing hide and go seek with somebody in a suitcase. If I'm that pissed off at you and that angry, I think it's just best I'll just leave your ass alone. I'm not getting ready to go down in flames because I allowed you to watch you crawl into a suitcase or zipped you up, however it went, and then I just walked off and left you there. Forget that. Which states you prefer other than Chicago? Well, Tennessee's okay. It's slower here. Georgia, I'd like to live in Georgia. If I could pick a place to live, it'd either be probably LA, California, or Georgia. But everybody's migrating here now from California. So, but if I had a choice right now, if I had the resources to just get up and walk out this door right now, I would move to Georgia. Yeah, definitely. Get the hell out of here. I've seen enough of Tennessee. I know what Tennessee looks like. As my daddy used to say, it'll be there when you get back. He used to always say that when he used to come to Tennessee to visit. He'd say, oh my God, they're always doing the same thing, sitting under the same tree, doing nothing. You can leave them and come back. They're in the same place. Well, and that was true for many years because people have a certain mindset in smaller demographics. They think alike, they act alike, they mimic other people. They're like little robots. And I've noticed that living in the South for all these years, the people are complacent here in the South. They don't have no momentum. You got some people that are go-getters, they work hard, they travel, but then you got those other people, they can't do anything without instruction. They don't travel, they don't go on the other side of town, they don't shop at certain places. They're just complacent. They're used to things being a certain way. They don't try to, they don't have no drive, no goals. It's pretty sad. They're just content with nothing. I don't know how you can be just content with nothing. At some point, you ought to desire something. But a lot of people are like that here in the South. They're not going to ever move. Well, my mom's here, my dad's here. And, if you told them that, oh, yeah, I'm going to go stay in New York for a month, they'll look at you like you're crazy. Like, oh, my God. I can never go to New York. I can never go. You can never go anywhere. You wouldn't go to Atlanta. That's just down the street. Wouldn't go to a suburb of Atlanta. There's a lot of people here, they're shaky. They won't branch out for some weird reason. I don't know. Pinto says, not being mean, but I wouldn't allow some crazy person to zip me up in anything. Well, my thing is, don't let anybody zip you up in a suitcase. That's stupid. Drunk or sober. That's a stupid game to play. You know, that's something a child would do. Hey, I'm going to crawl in the suitcase, zip me up. Then what happens? You get your bad kid, zip you up, and then the kid walks off, and nobody knows that there's a kid suffocating in a damn suitcase. See, that's crazy. So you have to ask yourself, why would this grown-up crawl in the suitcase? Whether she said get in it or he said I'll crawl in it, it's a bad idea. And then knowing how vengeful she was feeling toward him, she probably told him, hey, I dare you get in that suitcase. And then he probably said, I'll get in it, but you better not leave me in there. What fool would do that? You got problems with her, you two get drunk and crunk, and you're going to, you know what I'm saying, crawl in a suitcase. It's crazy. No way. You can tell she's got something wrong with her. That lady, she's not mentally stable. She's not stable at all. AB. AB, I was watching some of your content today. Thank you so much. I told you to call me on Instagram because I wanted to talk to you. I don't have a way to talk to you. AB, are you on IG? Because you had some content you uploaded 2 days ago. I was watching just now about the that organization that went to get H, that tried to get H. I wanted to talk to you about that today if you had some free time. So call me on IG, bigsexy.71. Now, whose message is held for review? Golly. AB, are you on IG, Instagram, yes or no? Oh, there he is. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna pull him up. We gotta talk about something. We gotta talk about something, yeah. What's AB talking about? I just asked him last week. It's just like, where is this man at? He ain't on here. Oh, Lord. Hold on. A balance 2. I'm going to call you too. And you better not be live streaming. Let me see. Let me call this. Look, let me call this Canadian. I got to say hello, I think, first. These apps make me sick. They just all try to give you instructions on stuff to do. And if you don't know anything about this stuff, you'll be sitting here about ready to throw your computer on the damn floor. See, the phone call wouldn't go through until I messaged him first. It's like being on a damn date site. I'm calling you. Answer your phone, honey. I'm good. Hello? What's wrong with this phone? Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me, Queen?
Yeah, can you talk?
Yeah, I can talk. I'm sitting here.
Okay, good. I was looking at your video today before going live about the, oh, Lord, I shouldn't say nothing because I don't need that motherfucker trying to sue me. That damn...
Andrew Hills, Jeremy?
No, Jeremy, yes. Boy, there's something I could tell you about that. Ooh, Lord mercy.
Yeah, so you watched those old clips of Jeremy. I just uploaded them. I haven't had a chance.
Yeah, I thought I was looking at it a little while ago, and I was like, Lord, why is AB talking about this crazy stuff? Turn your background down. I can hear myself. On your end, yeah. On your end, mm-hmm.
But I don't have you playing.
Oh, Jesus. It's this raggedy computer.
It might be you. I've got you paused.
Okay, I don't understand. Well, what was your point of bringing all that back up? I'm curious.
All of those old clips, because
Mhm.
it's easier now than ever to see
Yeah.
all of the bullshit that people don't get to see after the fact. It's only talked about, right?
Yeah.
So as opposed back then, the concept of the show was just following the daily activities. However,
Oh, so you're basically like recapping the case itself. The intricate details.
not really. Not really. I stopped that today.
Here.
I'm just gonna put up some old ones because my content has different points to it. Like I could be posting content with Tiffany up there, and the fact that she doesn't like that, that's just a troll on her. It's just old content.
Who you talking? Who are you talking about? Here, let me hang up, and you call me right back and see if I can get that echo out of there.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay. Because I don't know why it's echoing. Hello. That's me. Oh my God. Oh, because I got too much stuff open. That's what's going on. That's what it was. I had YouTube open too. That's what it was. All right, I'm coming. Disconnected. What? Oh, Lord of mercy. What kind of mess? Hold on, honey. Let me go. This is some bull BS. This modern technology makes me sick. There's days I like it, then there's days I don't care for this nonsense. Let me see if I can call him back and see what happens. Hold on, you guys. I had, I guess, too many windows open. There we go. Hello? Yeah, I had too many windows open.
Oh, you have too many windows open?
Uh-huh.
No, it's just old stuff like that, especially that Andrew has been talked about. It was interesting to see because it's a pattern of behavior.
Okay.
You know, Jeremy was questioning the authenticity of it after the fact because he got a lot of heat at the time for it. So it's interesting for those who don't know what it's all about to see it in the channels, of course.
Yeah, all that was
no
a
matter
mess.
How this turns out, the things that came across live that were deleted afterwards, like accounts, it's like a moment captured in time, like a snapshot of time. Some of them, it's not necessarily like I've got a different perspective of the case at this point. But the point to that is it gives people who want to continuously talk about it in a way that isn't accurate.
Oh.
Okay, which is a real problem. Ways to go back and say, wait a second, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Or they could do the opposite.
Yeah.
But it's not really of much concern anymore because really this situation is a fucking hoax perpetrated. Give a goddamn about. Well, I do care about the child, but that's not my main goal.
Okay.
I'm not looking for the child before the parents. The parents are perpetrating a hoax.
Wow.
Okay, she's not missing, and it looks to be based on their behavior.
Yeah.
For monetary reasons.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going through right now in the back all of the different laws and just doing a little bit of my own personal research as to the adoption laws in Tennessee.
Okay.
And you can have private adoption in Tennessee. It's perfectly legal to go and place your child in a home and rehome it without even notifying anybody.
That's true.
That will all
Exactly.
be sealed.
That's true. Now that is true.
I'm telling you, listen, the only thing that makes sense in all of this is the fact that Summer's not around and they wanted, and we're dealing with con artists. They took their experience from the Rosemary Bly situation and applied it again and perpetrated a hoax by calling 911 and reporting Summer missing. And They haven't wanted to answer a thing ever since. And there's no way that they murdered or there's an accident. No, this is what's important is that people are aware of the case because they know human nature.
Yeah.
Okay, they know that they're not everybody's going to believe it. They don't care about everybody. They just care about the people who are bleeding hearts that jump to help them. They want that flow of money, man. You can make a lot of money that way.
Well, I know you can. Well, let's talk about the adoption thing.
But listen to me at this point. My motivation at this time, or my reason for saying that is, if you take a look back at this case and you try to understand what was going on leading up to it, and knowing that and how CPS DHCS works, there's no way that I believe that Candace or Dawn was going to have DHS come in there and tell them how to raise their kids or what they had to do.
Yeah.
They were going to change a situation that they couldn't change. It was inevitable that they were going to take the kids based on the size of the house alone. There's no way that they're going to allow all those kids to sleep in one room with two adults, with all those strangers in and out in a party lifestyle. Like, they weren't equipped. You could see that at any point in time. There's neglect throughout, and that's on them. So from my opinion, it was a bit of a distraction to them perpetuate a hoax or perpetrate a hoax onto the public by coming up with this missing child case to misdirect and make a last-ditch attempt to try to save their family and get a whole shitload of money, because money saves everything at the last minute, that they could use to get a lawyer, at least have the support of random strangers to put onto DHS. But it's just a ploy.
So what are you trying to say? The baby's alive? Because you know, at some point, somebody will have to come forward and say, hey, we did a private adoption. We have the child. Because who's going to keep walking around with the child? Even though it's private and the law say you don't have to reveal that you adopted a kid, but for safety and I would come forward and say I got the child. You know what I'm saying? Through a private adoption.
A person who is in on it. It doesn't. I'm just using that private adoption. Don't take that too literally. Okay. I'm just using that as a way for your mind to understand what I meant, rehoming or something. Anybody. Abduction.
Yeah. Okay.
Because what's important to them is that people out there buy the story. You might think Dawn and Candace are guilty of the worst people in the world. That's just as economically viable to them as you loving them. Yeah. Okay. The important part is that you're buying into the whole story to begin with, which you shouldn't buy into.
The version I gave, yeah.
So I mean, everybody knows that Candace Bly knows where her daughter is.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Everybody knows that, so that's where it'll be left. So,
well, I see you very passionate in this conversation.
Oh fuck! It's just frustrating. That's all.
Well, you don't get frustrated because I have to work on my disposition about talking about these cases. But I'm going to say this: in talking about these children, the worst of people come out, and I even learned that with dealing with him, Mr. J. He, flipped the script on me at the end, and I had to let him know, you picking the wrong one. You better find something to do.
Who flipped the script on you? Who are you talking about?
Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy.
Yeah, there was a lot of shit going on behind the scenes with that Summer Wells. See, that's what I keep trying to tell people. You really don't know the people who are coming forward, acting like they're trying to help and do this. Just like when we learned about Andrew. Wait 1 second. When we learned about Andrew and his disposition, first thing I thought was, Jeremy, did you do your homework? Because you don't even know who the fuck you're helping up there in New York.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why you never saw me talking. That's why you never saw me talking about him all the time in videos. At some point, I had to just leave well enough alone, because I felt like you beat your head against a rock. But, it got serious to where he was talking crazy to me about something that jumped off with this woman that he had introduced me to. She's an advocate, and she had got involved in this missing person case of these people I know here. I'm friends with the family. And at that time, we were looking for Dashina Kyle. So he introduced me to her, the advocate for the family. So she was having problems with the family.
About Jeremy, the guy from
Yes. So
I didn't know that you have a whole history with this guy.
Well, I don't tell everything. If you didn't watch my content, then I let everybody know. Jeremy, you had to go back in my videos. I got him up on a video.
Okay, I don't know anything about it. I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, yeah. So he comes up on the channel. He talks. So we getting to know each other. So he introduced me to this other advocate lady, and then I get to know her because I'm friends with the family of this missing person who she was working with. So I got to talk to both of them. Well, they fell out over something crazy, and next thing I know, they looped me into it. And then he's threatening me, talking about, I'm suing her for defamation and this and that. You better tell me what she said about me, send me the screenshot. I said, baby, let me tell you something. I don't have time for this bullshit. I said, this is the very reason why I don't like talking about children cases, because these people, they are just as neurotic as the people that we're talking about. That's the point I've been trying to drive to everybody.
These weirdos.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and Jeremy's a weirdo out of the woodwork that was utilized. Like he's some sort of professional that does this all the time. He's like an Ernie Shell, for crying out loud.
I mean, it just bothered me because it was like, how is it that I get in contact with him and her? I thought they were good people. And the next thing I know, you're getting mad at me because you and her had a disagreement and you want me to tell you what she done and said. And I told him, I'm not getting ready to do that. I said, obviously the woman is having some mental problems. She had just had a baby. She may have been suffering from postpartum. I don't know. So I told him, well, whatever she's done or said, derogatory, just chalk it up, leave her alone. I said, that's what's wrong with you all. You all don't know how to just walk away from people and just move on. It's always got to be, I got to get a lawyer and I got to sue. You all act like you're fucking Kim Kardashian and Kanye West.
Yeah,
just stop it.
They act like they're powerful moguls.
It bothered me.
But you couldn't even afford the fucking retainer to get the lawyer to sue me. You're living paycheck to paycheck. You're not going to get blood from a stone.
And I was, and he was trying to help me. He was trying to help me with this guy that I had met who had got, caught up in a storm down in Louisiana. I gave that guy his information. They were really trying to help him, give him some food, dog food, clothes and stuff. But then that guy acted like he couldn't follow through. So
you see the benefit to all of that, right? All of these fucking crooks and con artists jump over each other to make it look like their channels or they're helping these people, because if their audience buys it, they're more likely to want to donate to you to keep that flow of money going.
Yeah.
This fucking community.
Well, he never asked me for nothing. I will say that. He never asked me for anything. He never tried to get no money from me or anything like that. I guess they got donations from wherever. But the thing is, it just became bizarre because the case was already bizarre. With the age, then the father coming out, talking on his YouTube channel. And then here he comes acting crazy because he's falling out with this lady that he was cool with. And he brought her in, with that biker association bullshit. It was just one thing after the other. And I told both of them, I don't have time for this. I'm just here to bring the information about some kid, all this other shit you all got going on. I don't want no parts of it.
Yeah,
and I blocked everybody.
They're playing pretend.
I blocked everybody. Don't threaten me. Tell me what I better show you the screenshots. I'm taking her to court. She had sent me some crazy stuff about him, and I think she was having like a nervous breakdown. So she was doing some odd shit. I will say the shit was odd. And I told both of them, I said, look, I don't know what you two got going on, but I don't want no parts of whatever it is, this slander shit y'all got between each other. I want out. And I outed myself, and I ain't never looked back.
Right away when the flow of information was coming in, it was in the news and there was a search going on.
Yeah.
My inbox was non-fucking stop for 2 months of con artists and grifters.
That's the reason why I didn't do that. That's why I didn't let people come get in my ear with stuff, because I knew what time of day it was.
Oh, well, believe me, that's what I filtered for. But that's why I have my AB Facebook for, so they'll all, you filter it through to your person.
I had to take my Facebook page down because of the West Boys case. I had to take it down. Because the grandfather got in my inbox threatening me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah. Calling me nasty names and stuff, and telling me you need to stay out of Cali's business. And I said, yeah, I must be on to something.
California's business.
Yeah. For you to get in my inbox, that means whatever was told to me by the source, it was true. Why would you threaten a YouTuber about what they're saying on their channel? Because it was true to what I said. And you all didn't want that. You all didn't want that source telling stuff because you knew it was a diversion too. Although
all these ghetto rats work.
Oh yeah, all this
in the
Crip shit, gangster shit. I told people nobody cares about that stuff. You all are the only ones that care about that gangster stuff. Nobody cares about that stuff. Nobody that's trying to be productive cares about that stuff.
That only works on Potomac Avenue, friend.
It was just sad. I had never seen such buffoonery. So we go from the West Case to buffoonery to Summer Wells in the same year. That was 2021. Winter 2021, talking about the West kids. Go into summer. Here comes this little girl missing from the holler, and all hell broke loose.
What is the point? There seems to be a lot of this motivation for people just to come and not give a shit about the truth under the guise of, for example, clearing names or bringing facts, and it's all for nothing. That's just
it's like a tabloid. If you really pay attention to talking about true crime, it's like the British when they were chasing Lady, Diana and running around about the fall out of trees, take pictures and shit. That's all this is. Yeah, that's all this is a low-rated paparazzi, magazine. That's all this is.
Yeah.
They don't really care about the people in the story. They don't really care about the kids. They could give two fucks about these kids.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't have anything to do with the kids because it becomes about the search and the legal issues, and it becomes a topic.
Yeah, it's just... And
it's a shame. But I mean...
Well, tell me
what it is. It's always been like that.
What do you think about that Chango guy, since you're on the Summer Wells talk?
That who guy?
The Chango guy that's putting the videos up, taking them down?
I haven't paid attention to it.
The Chango guy that said Summer Wells may have been staying up there at the trailer park where he's living in North Carolina?
I missed that.
Oh, my God. How? You of all people?
Well, I stopped paying attention to it like that, and to that degree.
I gave him 5 minutes. I gave him 5 minutes 2 weeks ago, and he changed his profile. As soon as I was getting ready to go live and turned the phone onto the TV set, he then took the damn profile down, and I wasn't even an hour of me trying to get ready for the live. He had then took the second profile down off of YouTube. I thought, what the hell is going on with you? Well, I'm going to tell you what he had in the second video. Okay, he's in his car driving on a road.
You're covering it.
Yeah, he's driving down a lonely road with some cows on the side of the road, inside of a fence, right? Oh, he's talking to the cows, and he's saying, "Do you want to dance? Do you want to dance? Do you want to dance? Oh, do you want to dance? No, I don't think you want to dance." Talking to the fucking cows.
Oh my God.
So that let me know right there, you're not serious about the story. Because what was the point of that video?
To just keep a name going on. These people are fabricating narrative as they go to keep the mystery alive, so people have something to talk about. In order to
Wait, somebody in the comment section that was watching the video, right? They said, "Big Ange, I think that's Andrew's brother." I almost passed out. I said, "Please stop. I can't take it." So it went from Andrew's brother to Candace, and Don knew the man. I think Don and Candace put him up to that. I said, well, you'll never know. That's the whole point. You'll never know. Why would I hand my child over to you with a tub that says Wells 216? Why would I do that?
Wells 216.
That's on the plastic tub that he was showing on his channel. When he first uploaded the video, he showed a plastic tub with a lid, and it had Wells 216 written on it.
This sounds like something like Andrew's brother Ericon would do.
That's what somebody said. That's what they said.
It's an obscure.
That's what they said.
Well,
that's what the commenter said.
Funny. He didn't like your attention and took it down because
I even got on his channel. When he first put the videos up, I went on his channel and gave him my IG number, and I said, "Call me. I want to talk to you." So then next thing I know, when I go in the next day, he had changed the profile name. So then I went to that channel, and that's where he had the video about the cows. So then as soon as I get ready to go live that afternoon, he took that video down. So then there's no content up there.
Well, he's probably watching you how to advertise stuff, dude. He was working around it.
Oh, yeah. Somebody said something about the donkeys. Jennifer, I can't remember. I can't keep up with all that nonsense. It's just sad to me.
What's that? The whole situation?
Just all this stuff that just everything that goes on in the world is just sad to me. Well, let me ask you this, so we can slide off Summer for a second. What do you think about this mess out there in Kansas City? God, that shit got me going.
Oh, I just know the story loosely.
Oh, loosely. You're not following it. Okay.
I'm not totally following it. I just know that.
Well, I'm going to say this about David's mother.
People didn't die of carbon monoxide. I'll say that.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say this about David's mother, Miss Marquez, and I don't mean no disrespect to her, because I'll make sure I choose my words wisely. Honey, you can't say they didn't have money for drugs. All walks of life get high. All walks of life are addicted.
Oh, fuck, they make it affordable.
Exactly. All you need is $10, $20 for a hit or something. I don't care what it is.
Try this one for free.
Exactly. It could be marijuana. It could be a pill. All you got to do is talk to the dealer. It's up to him or her to decide what they want to give you. So when she says they didn't have that kind of money, well, first of all, we don't even know if it's drugs yet. So it's too soon to even say anything. Why? I think the guy is up to something. He knows something. What he knows, I don't know. But I know he knows something about them being dead. I'm not going to put it all off on him to say, well, he's the only one that can afford it because he's a scientist. Homeless people buy drugs. Come on, get serious.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You stand on the corner and beg long enough, you might get $50 before the day's over. It's up to you to decide what to do with the $50. Either you're going to go to Mickey D's.
There's always a lot of denial in this situation.
It is. And that's what I'm wondering.
Denying the obvious right away just out of disbelief. That's natural. But the fact that they're bringing it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she said that.
Pretty good.
She got a new video up. News Nation got a new video up. And that's the first thing I said is you have got to stop saying that because you don't know what that autopsy is going to bring back. And so that it doesn't make any sense to try to put it all off on him. I do believe he's nefarious to some degree, but I'm not getting ready to just blame him like he put a gun in somebody's head and say, hey, take this dope. If indeed they find, if they find drugs in their system. Nobody forces you to use drugs.
Have they done a toxicology on these kids?
We're waiting. That's what we're waiting on.
Oh, they're still waiting?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, is that going to be interesting?
6 to 8 weeks.
But I mean, even under that, it's just under dubious, so they'll be really looking extra hard for all of the things that they would otherwise probably not notice, maybe.
Yeah.
Which is very few.
And that's what you got to hope.
In the year 2020.
It's that they did their job when they went to the scene, because now it's just a death investigation. He's clear and free right now, but he has inconsistent versions he's been given versus a new fifth wheel who's been introduced to say he was at the house. Then you got another article saying that Jordan said, other people were there. So it's just taking a life of its own, the story, with all these different versions. And then the lawyer has to keep jumping up on News Nation and Fox with a new version. So it's like nobody trusts Jordan or the damn lawyer.
They're jumping all over, jockeying for psychological position before the toxicology. That's a little premature.
Yeah. And then the girlfriend of David says, he didn't get high. He wasn't that type of guy. He wouldn't do that.
That's what they'd like you to think.
Well, of course. But see, that's why I said.
Do things behind people's backs.
Yeah.
Right?
But let me tell you something. The one thing I said to the chat yesterday is what's going to be interesting. What if the toxicology reports come back and there ain't no dope in their system? It's something else. Somebody got something explaining to do.
So not following it, but all three of them at the same time overdosed.
Outside. No, we're just going to say they're dead. They're outside dead. On the back. One's on the porch and two are in the grass. Light snow outside.
One's on the porch through the grass, so they just dropped.
Just dropped.
They just dropped. There's poison involved.
And guess what Jordan does for a living? He's the mad scientist for the HIV vaccinations, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, fuck, absolutely. He's probably killed an advisor. If you
the plot thickens.
You'll kill him.
See, that's what really threw a wrench in the plan is once you found out he was a scientist, it's kind of like, okay, now wait a damn minute. Now, are we talking about some drugs that was laced, or are we talking about somebody who's mad, been holding a grudge, wanted to get back at his friends.
Aerosol, you could deliver poison in an aerosol. Think about all the different ways like the Russians go after their political enemies.
Yeah,
and kill them.
yeah.
There's all kinds of different ways to kill people with uranium-235.
But I told people that. Everybody keeps telling me, oh, he's into data. I said, oh my God, are you blind? You must don't know science. Yeah. He has studied science for a living.
Design and engineering. It's designing and engineering and understanding process.
Yeah. A single guy with this big ass house and nothing but 2 dogs that now mysteriously disappeared. Oh, they're at the dad's house. I'm telling you, the plot is so thick. He has an answer for every logical answer. Why didn't you answer your phone? Oh, I didn't hear the messages. I didn't see the messages. Oh, I only saw the Facebook Messenger messages. Why a girlfriend broke in a house?
Well, because I never answer my phone. I screen my fucking calls.
Right. But guess what? In 2 days, Amy, you want me to believe a grown 37-year-old man never made a phone call off his phone in 48 hours. He didn't receive, he didn't dial out.
A renowned rich scientist didn't do anything for 48 hours. That would be hard to believe.
Exactly.
A guy like
and you work from home. And I work from home.
And he works from home?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. No, it'd be ringing all the time. If you're
exactly.
Never stop. So exactly. It never stops. Like, I've got a small business and you're always trying. There's always something going on, right? So. Yeah. So I found, when you start adding the things up, it's all circumstantial right now, but it doesn't make sense. Okay, so just like when the girlfriend broke in, what was the dialogue when you saw this strange woman in your house? She went and looked out the window or whatever and saw one of the guys laying out, and I went and dialed 911. It was also another guy with her too. But it's just too peculiar. Well, tell us what he said when he saw you in the house. What's the conversation? So 2 people, 3 people there. He got them all over there to watch a game. It just seems like
allegedly
to watch it.
Well, we don't really know that if that's true, because guess what? It flipped back to, they watched the game somewhere else. Then they went to Jordan's. Well, which is it? Because you keep changing the story, Mr. Paserno.
Okay. Oh, he's behind it. He's up to something.
Yeah, because the version keeps changing. Oh, I walked them to the door. They left on their own. Well, which is it?
They left on their own 3 steps up the door.
It changed.
Dead. What is this?
Then Alex, he's brought it to the story, corroborating the version of a week ago, and then he gets a lawyer and tells everybody, no, that's not how it went. Okay. You can't keep up, man. You literally have to.
There would be a whole lot more in this situation.
It's a whole lot more.
I have no fucking ideas from this guy. If you really are behind something, how the fuck are you going to have answers to each and everything
that's what I just said.
Like, I don't know.
It's not normal.
I'm fucked right now. I can't even think straight.
So I want you, so let's just be truthful. A person that stays at home, whether they work, don't work from home. You want me to believe you never dialed out. You never received a call. You slept for 48 hours straight. You didn't eat, pee, urinate, make a bowel movement, DoorDash. Come on, stay woke. You never looked out and saw their cars are still outside. Oops, left that part out.
Now, who are these people to him exactly?
Friends, high school friends.
They've been friends since high school?
Yeah. The 3 were thick as thieves. They say he's also a friend, but then somebody on another news network said, he's only known him 4 or 5 years. So which is it?
Are these religious? You said he's a scientist, but are they Mormon by chance?
I don't know.
Not any sort of freak cult belief involved here.
But let me tell you this. Why does Queen have a feeling that perhaps he's got a little sugar in his tank? That's just what I get from his picture. Just pull up his picture. Jordan Willis. And the friend's name, the 5th wheel who's been introduced to the story, his name is Alex Weimer Lee. But on Facebook, he's Alex Lee. He's got an old past record of, canoodling around with pills and stuff.
Cincinnati Bengals?
Who?
Jordan Willis is from Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, he's probably deleted his page. But just check images in Google. It'll show you what he looks like.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Okay.
Fox News kids think Chiefs fan deaf. This guy, this depressed dude. He's depressed now.
Yeah, that's the new story now. He's depressed.
Okay.
I've been following
Which one is he?
I've been following this YouTuber by the name of T Rev. He's a white boy out of Indiana somewhere. I've been watching him because he do long live streams that people call in, and a lot of his chat members have some interesting theories and synopsis.
Kansas City Chiefs fans' deaths, drugs, freezing weather could have created these.
Thank you, Jen 7. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, Lady Low says, it's kind of cool hearing you two speak of this with AB not knowing. Yeah, because usually AB keeps up with stuff. When AB don't know something, that's when you should get very scared. AB's been asleep for 48 hours.
I've tried to look at this guy.
Go ahead.
And see if he, what the hell sugar in the tank means.
Sugar, you know what sugar in the tank means.
He's high?
No. Sugary. Maybe we have a guy, yes. Maybe we have a guy who's on the down low. He feels some type of way with these masculine guys.
Sugar in his tank.
Sugar in his tank. Yeah.
I'm going to use that one.
Yeah. Yeah, you can use that. You can use that on your New York friend.
That's old school.
Yeah, it is old school.
That's got to be old
Because that thing in New York's got a whole lot of sugar. It's got a whole lot of sugar.
Sugar in his tank. Let me see.
Happy feet.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this guy's up. This guy's in trouble. So I'm trying to think. I'm trying to pull one out. Do you think?
Thank you, baby.
He's probably has some sort of insurance on it, but he's.
Oh my God! I can't believe you just said that. Somebody in the chat said that yesterday. Somebody in the chat said that yesterday.
In every situation when there's a questionable deaths.
No, I would never think insurance. I never think
Who's
insurance.
got insurance on this guy?
This is what I think. I think a mad scientist, underlying grudge. Maybe he wasn't the popular guy in high school with them. He's gotten back in cahoots. Somebody's a jokester. I think Dave's that guy that was kind of slick with the jokes. Because I looked at stuff on his Facebook page. He's got that quick comeback. You know, when he responds, he's got that quick, sly comeback. Maybe they said something out of the way to him. And he held a grudge. You don't know because you don't know anything.
Well, what if he went and played a practical joke on his friends by putting like some sort of weird concoction he came up with in their nachos? And then all of a sudden it went out of control and they all fucking went into cardiac arrest and died because of a joke gone too far.
Well, it could be a joke and it could be, I'm sick of you motherfuckers. How about that?
That could be on it. That could be. I could see that happening too, especially with. But what keeps this bond together since high school? I mean, you would think that people would mature out of that level of competition.
No, let me tell you something. We got a story here in Knoxville about this guy who just killed this girl a few weeks ago, right? So when I go to Facebook just to pull up any information, there's a white boy that's been in the military. He's still holding a grudge against this black guy for teasing him in school. I'm telling you, you read that fucking Facebook rant, he's still holding on to that shit. And he's like 28 years old, 26 years old.
Oh, well, that's not that long, man.
He's like, oh, you threw me in a garbage can and everybody laughed and I suffered all the way up to high school.
I threw a kid in a garbage can.
Oh,
I apologize.
Your mean ass. For what?
Well, being another guy, but it was funny at the time. I thought it was.
He said every day, every other day after school, whenever you were doing stuff to me, and it's like he's still holding on to that. And he said, I don't care what happens to him. Look at him. He stole a whole life now. All you teachers, at the end of that post, he said, F you to everybody. All the students, all the teachers. And I said, see, this is what happens when people hold grudges. This could be the guy right now could have went and shot a whole damn school up because he's still holding on to that shit.
Yeah. People do, I guess. That's true. That's true. I can see that.
Yeah, so how do we know a little fat boy ain't holding on to something? Some people think he might be jealous of the relationships of the guys.
It's really hard to believe that there's three dead people and this guy is the only one standing.
Two. Now two. It's two now. It went from 1 to 2. You gotta study the story. When you get some free time, just go through all the Google searches and the News Nation videos. It's something very off. Even if it's drugs, it's still off. Because the lawyer has to keep coming back out with his tap shoes on with a different version. So now he's not saying nothing. Because somebody asked him on the news, well, do you want to explain to us the revamping of the version, sir? I declined to comment. Oh, okay. You've been talking. You've been talking for 2 weeks. Now you don't have nothing to say.
Oh, I'm good. Now you piqued my interest. So I'm
Yes.
going to go and search.
Well, you might as well jump on the bandwagon. Everybody
What do
else.
you think happened? Are you going to tell me that you don't choose not to have an opinion now?
No, it's not that. This is what I have an opinion on. I have an opinion that Jordan knew they were dead. I'm going to skip over whatever happened. He knew they were dead and he left them out there because he didn't want to be liable, depending on, state laws about drugs, poison, whatever. I don't know if he poisoned them. I don't know if he drugged them. I don't know if the guys already had the laced drugs. Because you don't know, because you got all these people jumping out of the hat as, oh, yeah, I was there. But when the story first unfolded, it was just supposed to be Jordan and the three. Now we got a fifth wheel. Then the lawyer comes out last week and says there's other people that were there. So how many people are we talking about? 10, 15, 20, 60? I think he knew that they were dead. That's where I'm going to take it. He had knowledge they were lying back there, and that's why he never answered the phone. That's why he never picked up the phone. That's why he allegedly never left the house, didn't know the cars were out there, didn't know the dead people out there. He knew. So
how long did they stay out of the snow?
2 days.
2 days?
Yeah.
Wow.
On your property. So you want us to leave? And I told people, let's role play. You do have people who never open the blinds. They keep the house dark. Don't check the mail regular. Don't empty the trash regular. I think we all know people like that. But how convenient? But how convenient is it? You are this recluse that don't do shit but lay in the house and lay on a computer. Your friends are outside dead. That's the difference of the odds. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't look out the blinds, don't open the blinds. But they also don't have dead friends outside either on the property.
I mean, especially ones that were just inside your house.
Right.
So it makes no sense, like a cartoon, that you closed your door and they drop dead there.
Right.
Like, it's not good enough. It doesn't make any sense. That did not happen.
Yeah. And so the police, I think, should have never said, we don't suspect foul play. I think you shouldn't have said anything. I think you should have just said, we found 3 bodies.
Foul play.
That's what I said.
Imagine being a cop,
they said that.
Walking up and there's 3 dead people. That would be the last thing that came out of my fucking mouth is I don't.
But they're saying that because they don't have visible wounds. Okay, so this lady goes on to News Nation to say they've already done at least a preliminary autopsy. So then we get information. They've already done one 24 hours, in less than 24 hours. But they haven't released any of those findings to the public. So really what they're waiting on is the toxicology reports on all 3 of the guys. So what I'd like to know is what have they found in the autopsies? Because the mother says the drug test
be the same for each.
The drug task guy had spoken to Miss Marquez, and that's David's mom. So my thing is, why would the drug task guy be talking to her? Not a regular detective.
Asking about her history, certain questions that are important to see whether it was intentional or if he was had a pattern of typical behavior of an addict.
All of them, asking probably about all of them. And then she says on the news the other day, I don't want to say what I think happened or what I've heard. No, she said, I don't want to tell people what I heard about Jordan. So Banfield says, why not? What did you hear? Well, I just don't want to say, I don't think I should say it on the TV. Well, what is the fuck? Just say it already.
You just did. So you may as well finish it.
Yeah. But let me tell you what she did. She did a silence of the lambs tactic. She switched it. She did reverse psychology. She said, Jordan, I know you're scared. I know you're sad about what happened to the guys. If you just tell us what happened. See, that's a tactical move. You remember Silence of the Lambs when the lady's daughter was kidnapped and she, appealed to the kidnapper to make her daughter seem human? And what did Jodie Foster say? Oh, she's appealing to the kidnapper so he will view her as a human as not to kill her. That's what that mother did. Instead of talking bad about him, she now flipped the script and said, oh, I know you're upset. I know you, blah, blah, blah. She's trying to make him be a human.
Yeah, she's trying to humanize the situation, attach him to it in a public setting so it's more comfortable for him to acknowledge.
She knew exactly what she was doing. And I've said that. I put polls up about this situation. So you can check out my polls because I put up a lot of questions about this story, and I've asked the chat, would you call the police if you knew your friend's overdose? Because let me tell you something.
I'm calling the ambulance first.
Yeah, but a lot of people won't because they don't want to go to jail. Like in Tennessee, you cannot be in the same house with a victim of an overdose.
Well, that's a bit of a problem.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. What is Missouri law? Because if Missouri law says you take the charge with dead bodies in there, even if you didn't give it to them, didn't sell it to them. Hell no, I'm not going to tell you I was in there.
Forget it. You have to appeal to your governor to change that fucking law so you aren't losing innocent people like that. It's ridiculous.
Well,
we're modernizing.
See, and that's where they start that's when people start discarding dead bodies, because if you do your research on the Chillicothe murders of those women up there, they believe most of them overdosed and people just dumped them as not to catch a charge for administering the drugs to them.
You mean up in New Jersey?
No, Chillicothe, Ohio.
Oh, Ohio?
Yeah, they had a lot of women that were found in rivers and ravines years ago. And some people suspect that they were overdoses. And so whoever they were getting high with just dumped them as not to catch the charge.
Well, you would think it would probably be the same person that's dealing all of this dope.
Yeah.
If it's going to the same, if they're dumping it at the same site.
Yeah.
Which would constitute that individual to be a bit of a serial killer.
Yeah, because that issue with the Chillicothe women, I don't think they know who was killing those ladies. If it was personal, if it was a pimp, if it was drugs, I don't know.
Well, it would seem to me that there was probably intention there by one person.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to believe that just, even if there's a spot that's frequented by prostitutes, and they take Johns there, and they end up getting overdosing, or it's frequented that they just all accumulate at the bottom of the pit that nobody goes down, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it should happen like that. It's probably a person putting them all there.
Yeah. Very scary.
Anyway. Queen, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to put some kitties to bed.
All right, go ahead. We'll talk another time. Just message me anytime.
Happy birthday, girl.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the gift.
Good night.
Okay, good night. All right, everybody, that's AB. Live like Memorex. We're just chopping it up. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Yes, it's making everybody's head explode because you don't know where to take it. Oh, Chris sent me a voice message. Hold on a minute. Let me see what this Chris is talking about.
Wow, that was her birthday, so it's actually today. Okay. Happy birthday, baby. Glad you was able to live to see another one. Of course, mine is next month on Valentine's Day. So
That's reading Chris' message.
I'll be 40. Shit, how old I gotta be 44.
You don't know how old he's gonna be.
Enjoy your day, honey.
All right, that's Chris. Thank you, Chris Thorns, for the birthday wish. Oh God, that's hilarious. He didn't know how old he's gonna be. Dear Lord. It's what happens when you start aging. You can't remember how old you are. Lord have mercy. So what's new? What's new? What's not right, Myra? Not Myra, but who was that was speaking? Gen 7. I'm just looking in the queue. Skylar, hello. Too much going on right now. Oh, Lord have mercy. Never ending with this case. I can't wait till they Get a resolution. Let's get on with it. Thank you, Larissa. Thank you, darling. Thank you all so much for following the network. Just chopping it up, bored. Decided to go live for a little while. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. 58 is going to be great. Well, I ain't 58 yet. So, hope I see 58. I'll take 58. God wants to give it to me. Oh, love the plant. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Let you see it. Thank you, honey. One of my thrift store finds, Goodwill. I got that at Goodwill. I think it was $3. Yes, well, it was a relaxing day. Kind of quiet today, Larissa. You know, I went out Friday night. It's an awesome feeling to have same birthday with my favorite person. Oh, you're so sweet. Happy birthday to you too, sweetheart. So what's new? We still got the Kansas City 3 case pending, toxicology reports. Oh, Lord. Anybody see an obituary for Miss Allie yet? Curious. Got 59 in the room. Yes, today is the Queen's birthday. 53 years of age. God is good. Amen. Oh, not yet? Really? Oh, okay. Happy birthday, JPL. Said nothing yet. Interesting. Got a few more comments on her Facebook page. It's just that's a wicked tale as well. Every day there's something. Always something. Yeah, I meant to bring you all a story today, but I was just kind of tired, kind of out of it. So I said, I'll bring it tomorrow about the funeral home. I might do a 2-for-1. The case of the scamming funeral home representative scamming families out their insurance money, and the case of that prison down in Mississippi that's burying inmates in the back, which is very creepy. Sounds like they should have a different place in the city or county to bury the dead, those who don't claim the bodies. Look at her. What is she doing up? Latrice, what you doing? See you liking my picture on Instagram. Maybe the trio saw something they shouldn't. Yes, AB, people are saying that too. Taken care of. Yes. That's the latest theory, that they saw something. But let's go there. If they saw something, then that means you've got to subdue them without leaving a scratch on their body. They say no foul play. So that means no stab wounds, no burn marks, no battery. So how would you get 3 men down without the other men jumping in to try to save their friend from getting beat up or hurt, or injection with a needle perhaps? How are you going to do that? The only way I can see that happening is if there were more people in the house, something jumped off, they thought the 3 would tell, and everybody piled on top of them and injected them with a needle or something with poison. That sounds kind of far-fetched, but anyway. It's just strange. Serve them food or aerosol. Yeah, I think it's food if I would go there. If it's deliberate. Let me see what Miss Harmon doing. I just can't wait till the case is over with. I've had just about enough talking about it. In their booze. Yeah, maybe he opened their beer. Said, hey, I'll get you a beer. I'll get you all a beer. Open it up, put something in it, shook it around. Could be. Maybe some knowledge concerning the homeowners, the line of work. Oh, getting your hair done? Okay. Latrice is at the hair shop, getting her hair done. Well, that's the thing, you don't know. That's why we gotta wait on the toxicology report. But like I said, imagine it's not drugs. No street drugs. Boy, that's gonna be a hot mess. That's gonna be a hot mess. A hot, hot mess. Did all three men smoke cigarettes? Don't know. You wouldn't have a problem letting GA high school friend make a drink for you. Very true. So that's why I said it in the previous lives. Was food served? Did they have food? Did he order anything else? Any type of meals to the house? Did he already have a setup at the house of meals, hors d'oeuvres, pizza, pasta, what? A drink bowl already out? I don't know. Very interesting. Hello, Grace. Thank you. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Because I mean, with the theories about it being drug related, imagine it's not drugs. Oh my goodness. I'm serious. All hell will break loose. Because then Jordan will have to explain himself. Jordan or whoever else was in that damn house. Jordan, Alex, whomever. They don't find drugs in those kids, those young men rather. No mollies, no X, no LSD, no fentanyl, no cocaine, no heroin. Lordy, 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 Lordy. You talk about some smoke in the city. It's going to show enough be fire. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you so much. How are you going to explain that? And then you got to prove it. Even if you found poison in the person's body, you got to prove how the poison got in them. So then you got to weigh the stomach contents last time they ate. Is it mixed in with the food? I mean, how would you determine it? I'm not a doctor, so I don't know how that works, but it should be very interesting. And even if they, let's say they smoked a joint and it was laced, who brought the joint? A blunt or whatever? Laced cigarettes. Very true. Maybe that's why they would be outside. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't put my hand on none of this. So we've got a fifth person introduced by the name of Alex Lee. He is not corroborating Jordan's story. He says he left with all four being alive, watching Jeopardy. We have a girlfriend of David. She says he wasn't an addict, wasn't a drug addict. So did these guys use? Did anybody use drugs? Did anybody try drugs for the first time that night? I don't know. If it's drugs, who brought it? Why? Why bring it? That's probably a stupid question, but so it's now been 3 weeks since this case jumped off. Mr. Willis has denied any knowledge about them being in the backyard. Our brother, one of the victims, told CBS News he's not telling the truth. Police still haven't said how the men died, but affirmed this weekend amid intense public speculation that they still have no evidence of foul play. Wow, that's deep. Common for the police to decline to comment much on the investigation before it's complete. So here's a look at what's known, not known in the mystery that has gained widespread attention on social media and the internet, despite or perhaps because of the lack of solid information. Ricky Johnson, 38, Clayton McGinney, 36, David Harrington, 37, went to the home of a friend in Kansas City to watch the Chiefs game, January 7th. Police have not publicly named the homeowner, but victims' families have identified him as Willis. Okay. None of them made it home. 2 nights later, McGinney's fiance went to the home looking for him. When there was no answer at the door, she broke into the basement of the residence and located an unknown dead body on the back porch. Officers responded to the back porch and confirmed there was a dead body. Upon further investigation, officers located 2 other dead bodies in the backyard. I find this comment strange because I keep hearing this. She breaks in and finds one. Well, why wouldn't she see the other guys? That's weird to me. Anyway, an initial police report on the incident said officers located 2 other dead bodies. That something about that don't sound right. There were no obvious signs of foul play observed at or near the crime scene, quote unquote. Johnson's brother, Jonathan Price, told CBS News, Michael George, that his family deserves answers. The only thing I know for a fact is that I don't accept that my brother just froze to death, Price said. There has to be something else involved, whether it's drugs or something else. I have no idea. Police say there are still no signs that any crime was committed. But yeah, we don't hear the police saying it to us. There still remains a death investigation and nothing more. Officer Elena Gonzalez, a spokeswoman for the Kansas City Police Department, said in an email Saturday to the Associated Press, we still have no evidence or indication of foul play. No one is in police custody, quote unquote. So if you need verification, you're now hearing it live. News. The person speaking for the police department is Elena Gonzalez. Associated Press, no evidence. Foul play, everybody. Investigators have not said publicly whether they believe drugs, alcohol were involved in what might have been 3 relatively sudden and simultaneous deaths, though it's clear that that's a possibility they are considering. Weather records indicate the low temperature that night was around 33 degrees. This incident has been gathering a significant amount of media attention, and we, KCPD, would like answers on the cause of death as much as everyone else does, Gonzalez wrote. The department is still waiting on a ruling on the cause of death from Frontier Forensics, Gonzalez said. It's a private company that provides autopsy services for numerous counties across Kansas and Missouri. Once police get the cause of death back, she said they will be able to provide additional updates on the investigation. They are entirely separate entity from the police department, so we have 0 impact on the timeline of their medical findings, Gonzalez wrote. We have been notified it could be as much as an additional 6 or more weeks to receive the toxicology reports. One factor fueling the speculation has been that the homeowner, Willis, said he didn't know the bodies of his 3 longtime friends were on his back porch and in his backyard for the 2 days before they were found. But Gonzalez affirmed that Willis has cooperated with the investigation, an assertion that his lawyer, John Persono, has been making. Jordan has absolutely nothing to do with the deaths of his 3 friends, Persono told CBS News. But Price, Johnson's brother, told CBS News that he thinks Willis is not sharing everything he knows. I know that his story does not add up, and I know that he's not telling the truth in some way or fashion, Price said. Persono said in a statement to Kansas City media earlier this month that his client was devastated by the deaths of his friends and that he didn't know that they were still in his backyard or that they needed medical attention until police showed up. Persono said that the last time that the homeowner saw them was when they left and he went to bed and that he didn't know how they died. The attorney said his client was anxiously awaiting the results of the autopsy and toxicology report, and that they both wanted to express our deepest sympathies to the friends and family members of these young men, and our thoughts and prayers are with them. Among the questions raging on social media are, why hasn't the owner been named a suspect? And what's taking so long to determine the cause of death? The mystery has gone viral on TikTok and other social platforms for its true crime overtones. And family members of the 3 men have taken their frustrations to Kansas City area media. My son and these other men were wonderful people. They deserve justice, Jennifer Marquez, Harrington's mother, told WDAF-TV. The whole story needs to come out. But the statements from police indicate that it could still be weeks before they can provide definitive answers. How are you supposed to heal from something that you don't even know what happened? Price told CBS News. CBS News is the source, everybody. Hello, Jess. Thank you for joining me. Hello, Pentin. Hello, Sonia, Tracy, Pat Wicks, thank you all so much for the birthday wishes. Thank you. Go back up, see who else is up here. Robbery, jealousy, and vengeance are the top 3 causes of murder, as I've read. I knew what you said. I wish I knew what I was talking about, but those instant reactions, poisoning. Okay. Somebody says it's strange that they say when this all comes out, they'll understand. That mixed with the code. Okay. Overwhelming amount of benzodiazepines. I don't know. Well, the forensic scientist of pathology and history, it was something I brought up last night, which would explain 3 dead and Jordan sleeping. Gen 7, what are you talking about? What theory is that? What would the theory be? I don't know. I'm not going to hold you all much longer because I'm going to rest a bit. But AB came on. We talked briefly about Summerwell's case and shenanigans that went on with that case and this case out of Kansas City. Each case not having a result. Of course, Summerwell's case went on longer, of course. But this case should have some type of resolution, at least I'd say by the end of February. No later than. I don't know what happened to the guys. I don't know if it's drug related. But like I said, if it's not, somebody's going to have to explain why 3 guys are dead and there are no drugs in their system. Family members are saying they didn't use drugs. David Harrington's girlfriend says he didn't use. His mother was putting it all on Jordan as the person who would have the drugs because he had the most money, which that makes no sense because anybody can buy drugs. You could spend $10, $5, $20 on a hit of something. Everybody's not selling dope in bulk. She doesn't know because she doesn't get high. So if she doesn't use, she don't sell, she wouldn't know. And that's just the way it is. And naturally, people don't want to come out and say, yeah, my child had a drug problem or my child sold drugs or used drugs or is a current user. Who wants to tell people that? I always say be honest in the beginning because it helps lay out who the person was. So if you know that your loved one got high at one time, I just tell it and be done with it. It helps, with the speculations. Now, Mr. Alex is the 5th wheel brought into the story. He has a past dealing with drugs, but it's from when he was younger. So if he doesn't have anything previous, parole or probation dealing with drugs, selling, using, rehab, I can't just throw him on the bus and say, oh, yeah, he used, this one used, because I don't know them, so I can't say what any of them did. I'm just saying, either way, if it's drug-related or not, or poison, you got to prove who did it. So if it's drugs, you got to prove where the drugs came from, who brought it in. That's going to be a problem. 3 dead people. 2 living, they ain't going to admit to bringing it in, giving it to one of the guys, and sharing it with the other ones. Who's going to tell that? Only a fool would do that. Poison. Well, they're at this guy's house. So we wouldn't think the 3 poisoned each other. So it'd have to be anybody that was living that was in the house. So that leaves Mr. Jordan, Mr. Alex, Weimer, Lee, and whoever else was at the house. That's why you got to know the toxicology reports and then work your way out from that. It's a diabolical tale because 3 people falling over dead without it being a shooting or a stabbing, it's jacked up. But we haven't heard of people dying from drug overdoses. There are cases where there have been people who have all imbibed the same drug and they overdose. But it's baffling. Thank you, Panda. Thank you very much. Exactly. That's how I feel. Jordan knows the story regardless. Yes, I do believe he has full knowledge of what went down in that house. So that's why I said whether it was drugs, laced, or bad drugs, however you want to word it, poisoned by him or somebody else, he saw these people pass out. And 9 times out of 10, they probably passed out inside of the house. And then maybe they were drugged outside because maybe it wasn't snowing at the time when the bodies were drugged out there, if I want to believe that they were drugged out there. I just can't see somebody standing out in the cold. People do it, but what's the point when you're in heat? I come to watch a game, snack, eat, whatever. Why do I want to stand out in the cold? For what? And I get it. Guys can stand the cold a little bit more than females. So the only reason I can see the guys going outside willingly would be to smoke a joint or smoke some type of product, vape or whatever. But then you still got to explain, hey, 3 guys smoke cigarettes. Come on, let's go outside and smoke a cigarette. He don't like us smoking in his house. Or the owner didn't like smoking in his house. How do you explain still 3 people falling over dead if they went to smoke a cigarette? It's a very strange story, indeed. We just can't get away from true crime, Queen. Too much going. Yeah. Well, I was trying to get away from true crime. I got on here just to thank you all for the birthday wishes. I didn't really want to get too deep into any true crime stories, but it is what it is. I want to thank you all for following this network. Thank you all for the birthday wishes, super stickers, chats. Thank you, AB, for coming up briefly. I will try to come back tomorrow to talk about this funeral home business, this funeral home scammer, because this is, I don't know, the case kind of bothers me. And then I like to bring awareness to things that people need every day, such as paying for a funeral. Eventually, we all are going to leave here and somebody's going to have to bury us. So people need to be aware of what's out there and the type of people who are out here looking for a quick way to make a buck and use you. That's why you always have to verify people when you're dealing with any type of business. I don't care what you're buying, online, whatever you're buying. Doesn't matter. You need to know who you're dealing with, that they're legit. And we have so many scammers out here. I mean, the scams are endless. You know, people calling you on the phone, wanting you to send money to something, making up stories that your loved one is arrested. People coming by saying they'll pave your driveway and then they get your down payment and you never see them again. Or they do house repairs and they start on it, but then they disappear. You have all kinds of schemes out here. But to scheme off the death of a human, you can't sink any lower than that. But as I said, if you will scheme off a dead person, you don't even have respect for the living. So think about what they would do to the living. But we have sick people out here. I want to bring you that content tomorrow. Once again, if you'd like to donate to this great network, $Beganji, 129 Cash App. Stickers and chats are always welcome during the live stream. And if you just want to be kind to the Queen and send her a birthday gift, she surely won't mind. Some of you have been so kind to me, and I appreciate it. I really, really do. God bless all of you. I didn't buy myself anything for my birthday. I haven't splurged in a while, so we haven't done anything for the birthday. I just went out Friday night briefly. It was okay. I think I've gotten just like overdoing that. Looking at the same people all the time. It's just like nothing special. Nothing special at all. Say what? Well, Tracy, you know, I don't keep up with that type of nonsense. All that YouTube stuff. I don't even dig into that because that to me is all ignorant. And those people just, they don't have a life, so that's expected. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful night. I'm going to put a movie up for your enjoyments. Got to find something for you all to watch for a suggestion. So check out my community page this evening for a movie suggestion for the week. And I'm going to get back to watching these older episodes of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. They're now playing on Roku. If you're bored and you like the Housewives franchise on Bravo, now playing free on Roku. The Real Housewives Vault. How about that? State of Confusion, hi, and happy birthday. Oh, thank you, State of Confusion. Thank you so much. The 20th. Oh, happy birthday, honey. Bluetooth speaker so I can hear you. Pinto. I need to get another Bluetooth because my cord she's janky from, I guess, being pulled out too quick. Something on the inside is not connecting to where it sticks in there in the little hole. So I don't even know where to take it to even get it repaired. because most people just don't really work on electronics anymore. You have to just buy something new, you know. But anyway, it's a nice box. It's a Pyle box, Pyle, if you're curious. They make good speakers. I love Cherie. Who gonna check me, boo? Oh my God, random, please stop. Yeah. I've been saying that all week. Because she knows she's something. Oh, and that's the episode that just played before I went live, where she's falling out with the guy about doing her party. And she sure said that in that episode. Who gonna check me, boo? Oh my God, that's so funny you say that. Yeah. Right now, the second season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta is playing on Roku. And I'm just, I'm going to finish just watching it, just let it play. Right now, Candy's on here talking to that boyfriend she dated that was murdered. It's the second season. What I find interesting, too, about these housewives stories, these people really have a lot of problems. And most of them don't really have any money. They're just flogging, spending up credit cards and living off of credit. And that's the funny thing about watching these type of shows. You can envy these people wishing you had, you know, fancy cars, houses, Prada, Gucci, all that. But at what expense? To just owe debt. The people really don't have the things you think they have. It's all an illusion. The cars, all that, leased. Why would you lease a $200,000 car? That makes no sense. Why not put some money down to buy the car? Just my thoughts. Oh, thank you so much, Grace. Thank you so much. If you want a good movie on Roku or Tubi, The Whistleblower is great. Oh, okay. Thank you, Pinto. Oh, you going over the next? Okay. Kim went from Big Papa to Croy and now divorced. Yes, that's what I was thinking about today when I was watching the show. I said, most of these women are not married to their husbands anymore. How interesting. And just like, yeah, the Big Papa situation. She's talking crazy to Nene during the season 1 get together, you know, when they all get together and go over the season. And you're sitting here being with this married man who paid for everything in your house. You have an RN degree, but you didn't work. And then you go from a married man to Croy. I couldn't believe it lasted as long as it did. And yeah, now nothing. I think he was just enamored with her. Probably good sex. She was older than him. That's probably all that was. Good sex. And he got bored at some point. Realized he married a fool. That's what's funny about all these housewives. One minute they got a husband, and the next minute you look up, they're filing for divorce. It's very strange. I've noticed that on every housewife franchise or Married to Medicine, all this, they're all the same. It's just very weird. Nobody lasts. I don't know if it's because of the show or what. It's very, very strange. Oh, that's what Nene told her. Close your legs and marry me. And she kept screaming it too. Andy sitting there looking crazy in the middle of them. Oh, Lord. And Lisa trying to hold Big Nene down. Boy, that was funny. Had to sit on top of her. And she's not with her husband, that husband. He ended up getting with Keisha Knight Pullum, then that didn't work out. I thought, what the hell? Now Keisha Knight Pullum, she has a new husband. It's just like musical chairs. And poor Cynthia, she can't get it right, bless her heart. Dr. Jackie's in hot water too. Okay, I haven't been over there on Married to Medicine. I want to know why Phaedra's over there. I'm curious to that. What's she in hot water about? I was a housewife and it never looked like that. Nope. Well, most housewives probably don't look like that. They don't have all those amenities, nice cars, homes, and stuff. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you, Aryan. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, reality TV is it's just a guidebook to what is out here. People just trying to, I don't know, impress themselves or impress others. But in the end, as I've said to you all 1,000 times about buying stuff, Most of the stuff that you buy from the store is made in China, so it doesn't matter if it's Gucci, Prada. I mean, only some of those fashion houses actually, make their products in France and Italy, but a lot of the other name brands, they're made in China. So as I told somebody the other day, I said, how do you know that this Dollar Tree plate is not made in the same manufacturing plant as a Williams Sonoma old time pottery or Pottery Barn plate? How do you know? Because you don't. Oh, I've never got into that MTV Teen Mom. Yeah, I never got into that. Yeah, only thing I ever watched on MTV was the MTV Cribs and the I've passed in passing the what was that show? No, I can't think of it. Jersey Shore. Yeah, I didn't binge watch those shows back in the day. I did watch a lot of BET back in the day, but just about every network now makes movies, has sitcoms. It's more popular now to be on a TV show than to actually be in a major motion picture movie. It's very interesting how the times change. Used to be you were big stuff if you made a movie, but now those movie actors, they're doing TV shows on premium channels and major networks. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all so much. I'll be back with more stimulating content. Check my community page for polls and updates to breaking news. And I'll try to go over breaking news tomorrow. And I'm going to go find a movie for you guys to watch tonight or for this week. Got to find you something good to watch. I will tell you that Freevie's been having some good movies, and also the Roku channels had some good ones. I don't think I found a 7x7 promo for you all to watch, because I told you all about that. That's a very good movie. You're welcome, Pinto. And thank you, Argan, so much. God bless you, wherever you are. Thank you. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Queens 53 today. God is good. Amen. Pray to see 54. Thank you for watching this network. And we'll chop up some real crazy stuff tomorrow, because there's some stuff that's on my mind. I want a crazy story I believe it's out of Texas about the funeral home. There's some real creepy stuff going on. And then I'll bring you an update pertaining to Murdaugh and the clerk, because all that's going on, and the suitcase murder. I believe that started today. I'll bring you an update to all those tomorrow. All right. You all be safe. Stay warm. You've been listening to the Vault XL.